was Laventille, a district in Trinidad, a paradise lost. Here the streets throbbed with a different kind of rhythm, a rhythm of violence. Two gangs, the 6 and the 7, waged war. Their battlefield? The narrow lanes and vibrant homes of this community, their weapons? Guns, easily obtained and readily fired. Each gunshot echoed the deadly ambition of these young men. The roots of this conflict ran deep, a tangled web of poverty, neglect, and a thirst for power. These young men, barely out of their teens, fought for control. Control of turf, control of the drug trade, control of their destiny. But at what cost? The 6 and the 7. Two names that sent shivers down the spines of Laventille residents. But where did it all begin? The story, like most stories of violence, was complex. It was a story of brotherhood and betrayal. The 6, it was said, emerged from the notorious Rasta City gang, a group known for its ruthlessness and dominance. But loyalty, a fickle mistress, shifted. A split occurred. The 7 was born. The rivalry wasn't just about territory, it was personal. Word on the street was that a dispute between the leaders ignited the conflict. A disagreement fueled by ego and amplified by social media threats spiraled into a deadly dance. The streets became their stage, every corner, every alleyway, a potential battleground. Life in Laventille was never peaceful. But the escalation of the 6 and 7 war brought a new level of terror. Gunfire became the soundtrack to their lives, a constant reminder of the violence that simmered beneath the surface. One incident in particular seared itself into the collective memory of the community, the City Gate shooting, a busy transport hub, bustling with life, transformed into a scene of chaos. The target? Rumored to be a female relative of the 6th leader. She escaped unharmed, but the message was clear: no one was safe. The violence wasn't confined to street corners, it reached into homes, schools, and even playgrounds. Children, robbed of their innocence, became accustomed to the sound of gunshots, their childhoods once filled with laughter and games now punctuated by fear. Section 4. Living in Fear. Fear was a constant companion. It clung to the residents of Laventille like a shadow. Their once vibrant community was now held hostage by the gangs. The elderly stayed indoors, their windows shuttered, their doors bolted. Their days, once filled with gossip and dominoes, were now spent in silent prayer. Mothers clutched their children close, their eyes scanning the streets for any sign of danger. Taxi drivers, their livelihoods dependent on navigating these treacherous roads, drove with a knot of anxiety in their stomachs. Every fare, a gamble, every passenger, a potential target. The fear was palpable. It hung in the air, heavy and suffocating. Section 5. The grip of the gangs. The 6ii and 7-7's influence extended far beyond the gunshots and the fear. They had a stranglehold on the community, their presence felt in every aspect of daily life. Even something as simple as choosing clothing became fraught with danger. When the National Postal Service, TT Post, warned its employees about wearing clothing with numerals, it highlighted the pervasive grip of the gangs. A worker sporting a 6 on his umbrella had been confronted, a stark reminder of the ever-present threat. The gangs were a challenge to authority, a shadow government operating with impunity. Their influence seeped into schools, businesses, and even the local government. They were a cancer, eating away at the very fabric of this once proud community. Section 6. A city held hostage. The violence plaguing Laventille was part of a larger epidemic gripping Trinidad. The murder rate soared. 2022 saw over 500 murders, a chilling statistic that painted a grim picture of a nation grappling with lawlessness. The streets of Laventille, once alive with music and laughter, were now stained with the blood of its youth. The gangs, locked in their deadly embrace, had taken the entire community hostage. The government, seemingly powerless to stop the bloodshed, offered words of reassurance. But for the residents of Laventille, these words rang hollow. They needed action, not platitudes. They needed a lifeline.